Look, I work in student loans now as a student loan counselor, and it's one of those things where it's like even then I'm still getting yelled at. I'm trying to help you with your loans. I'm not looking here to beat you all over the head. Like a collections company. We're counselors first. So but it's like yeah, whenever you're dealing with people with finances, money, education, anything like that, a lot of times even customer service. Like I've worked as a cashier multiple times for different jobs, and it's certain things to where it really gets to you. And so one thing that he had broke down to me, and it was just like, man, look, he was like, I'll be honest with you. He was like, I feel like I didn't truly become like a man, like into myself until I was about 33 to 35. And I was like, what do you mean? As a kid, you looking at them, they handle their business,
Exactly.
they doing this, you think that paying bills and putting food on the table is adulthood. That's what they're
Exactly.
supposed to do. And it's just like he's like it's more than just paying bills and going to work, because at the end of the day, you are still a human. You still have your own wants, needs, loves, and all of that. And so it's one of those things where it's like sometimes you have to take that time to figure out yourself as a man, as a woman, as a whatever you identify as. Is one of those things where it's like you have to come into yourself, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time. So even when I just turned 30 a couple months ago, well, last month actually, so we're still in May, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You got a little time.
I turned 30, listen. All right. I was kind of sitting there and I was just like, I didn't feel any negativity towards my birthday. Like I truly enjoyed the fact that now I can make this decade what I want, because my last decade of life, I feel like I was still kind of being controlled by things that I really didn't care about. Like, yeah, I went to college, but I really wasn't. I was one of those like you said, we were smart. Like we were like top 10, you know, type students back in high
Yeah.
school. College, I kind of just didn't care.
Yeah.
Like I didn't care anymore. And so it got to a point to where I literally just stopped. Like that's why I did stop, pursuing my degree for a while, and I'll eventually go back to it for myself and for, my mom, just get my degree for her too, because she's put her own time and money into that, and I feel like I owe that to her on her own.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those things where it's like, dog, I now from 30 to 40, I get to mold myself to who I want to be, as I want to be. I don't have to listen to anybody, anything else, and I feel like the adults now versus the adults then are completely different, because the adults then, our parents, our grandparents, had to be full on adults
Mm.
by the time they were 20, 21, because that's just the day and age it was. Nowadays, we look at ourselves, we still call our parents to just double check what our,
Yeah.
insurances half the time. Like,
Yeah.
when I go to this doctor's office, what am I supposed to say again today? Like,
Exactly.
and that is hilarious. Like, and it's not like, it's nothing bad per se, but it's just like, it just shows that, you know, it's gotten to a point to where now we're a lot more conscious as far as the things that we do as we're becoming adults, because we've seen our parents struggle, man. We've seen our parents do stuff. No matter, even if our parents tried to hide it, like it's one of my mother and them always talking about how much they've hidden as far as the struggle. But it's like, no, I noticed. I just didn't. I wasn't one of those kids that was gonna point it out. It's
Oh
like,
God.
hey, you taking care of me.
Why am I not answering this one phone call that keep calling all day? What?
Right. Like it's one of the things where it's like, look, I appreciate everything. Like that was one thing. Like even when we were struggling, they made sure to make sure I could not tell. And that's a blessing on their own. But it's just like, man, even my little sister, like my sister just turned 16. We 14 years apart.
That's
We
crazy.
have a whole different, like, man, look, it's a whole different generation, and it feels like it too.
Yeah.
So
That
it's
different.
like
Gen Z is
we
built
she grew
different.
up way different from, man, look. Mhm.
Yeah.
Again, that's a whole nother conversation, a whole nother day.